Yohan Cabaye is a French international footballer who plays for French club Paris Saint-Germain in Ligue 1 and the France national team, as a central midfielder. He is described as a player who possesses excellent vision, great ball control, and provides technical quality. Cabaye is also known for his free kick and penalty-taking ability. Cabaye began his football career playing for hometown club Tourcoing FC at the age of 6. After 7 years developing in the club's youth academy, he joined professional club Lille. Cabaye spent 6 years in the club's youth academy before making his professional debut in the 2004 Euro 05 season, helping Lille win the 2004 UEFA Intertoto Cup. He became a regular starter in the following season and participated in the UEFA Champions League for the first time under Claude Puel. Under manager Rudi Garcia, Cabaye developed into a playmaker and had his best season to date in the 2009 Euro 10 season, scoring over 15 goals from the midfield position. In the 2010 Euro 11 season, he was a part of the Lille team that won the league and cup double. Following the season, in June 2011, Cabaye joined English club Newcastle United on a 5-year deal. On January 29, 2014, Newcastle accepted a £19 million offer for Cabaye from French Ligue 1 champions Paris Saint-Germain. Cabaye joined, signing a 3-year contract with the club. Cabaye is a former French youth international, having represented his nation at under 16, under 18, under 19, under 20, and under 21 level. At under 19 level, he played on the team that won the 2005 European Under-19 Football Championship. With the Under-20 team, Cabaye played at the 2006 edition of the Toulon tournament. At Under-21 level, he served as captain of the team for a portion of his stint. In August 2010, Cabaye was called up to the senior team for the first time under new manager Laurent Blanc. He made his international debut on August 11 in a 2-1 friendly match defeat against Norway. Personal life: Cabaye was born in the northern commune of Tourcoing in the department of Nord. His father, Didier, was a former football player who now works in the healthcare field in the city of Roubaix. At the age of 16, Cabaye's father played for professional club Lens and spent a year there training before a double leg fracture abruptly ended his career at the club. After healing, he spent time playing for amateur clubs Stade Jean-Marc Copyright and US Tourcoing. The two clubs later merged to form Tourcoing FC. Cabaye has a younger brother Geoffrey, who also plays football. He currently plies his trade with RFC Tournai in the Belgian 2nd Division. Cabaye is married to wife Fiona, who was raised in the nearby commune of Mouvor. Together, they have 2 daughters. He is of Vietnamese descent through his paternal grandmother, and has stated he would like to visit the country, possibly to contribute to the development of football there. Cabaye is a devout Roman Catholic. Club career: early career, Cabaye began his football career playing for hometown club Tourcoing FC. He started out at the club at the age of 6. Cabaye, initially, did not meet the age requirement to enter the club's youth academy, however, due to his father working at the club at the time, he was allowed entrance into the club's academy. Cabaye spent several years developing at the club and, after excelling in youth games, gained the attention of professional club Lille. In July 1998, he signed youth papers with Lille and was inserted into the club's academy. Cabaye developed quickly in the club's academy and, by the 2003 Euro 04 season, was playing on the club's reserve team in the Championnat de France Amateur, the 4th level of French football. Cabaye appeared in 10 matches and scored 1 goal in his first season with the team. In the next season, Cabaye rotated between the reserve team and the first team. He played in 15 matches and scored 2 goals with the reserve team, helping the team finish in 2nd place in its group, which resulted in qualification to the league playoffs. Lille, 2004 Euro 2008, ahead of the 2004 Euro 05 season, Cabaye signed his first professional contract with Lille, agreeing to a 3-year deal. He trained with the team in the pre-season and participated in the 2004 UEFA Intertoto Cup, which Lille won, appearing in 4 matches. Cabaye was called up to the senior team for the first time under coach Claude Puel in November 2004. He made his league debut on November 7, 2004 in a league match against Istres. Cabaye started the match and played over 75 minutes in a 2-0 victory. He played with the team for the rest of the campaign, contributing infrequently. On December 21, Cabaye played 120 minutes in a 4-2 penalty shootout defeat to Strasbourg in the Coupe de la Ligue. Cabaye was one of two players who converted their penalty shots for Lille. On February 20, 2005, he received his first ever red card in a 1-1 draw with Metz. Cabaye finished the campaign with 12 total appearances and no goals. In the following season, Cabaye's playing time increased significantly as he appeared in 27 league matches, including 20 starts. Cabaye also played in the 2003-04 editions of the UEFA Champions League and UEFA Cup, playing in 5 total appearances in both competitions. He officially made his European debut on September 14, 2005 in a Champions League group stage match against Portuguese club Benfica. On November 2, he appeared as a substitute in the team's 1-0 upset victory over English club Manchester United. In the league, Cabaye scored his first professional goal in a 3-2 defeat to Auxerre on November 19. Cabaye's successful individual season was overshadowed by the team's performance as Lille finished in the top of the table, which resulted in the club qualifying for European competition for the third consecutive season. Midway through the season, Lille and Cabaye reached an agreement on a 2-year contract extension, which was to expire in June 2010. Cabaye struggled with ankle injuries in the 2006-07 campaign, featuring in only 5 league matches in the first 3 months of the season. He scored his first goal of the year on August 26, 2006 in a 3-0 victory over Bordeaux. On November 4, he scored his second goal of the season in another 3-0 victory, this time against rivals Valenciennes. Cabaye consistently appeared with the team in the League and Champions League before suffering a relapse of his previous ankle injury in a league match against Le Mans in March 2007. He was substituted out of the match and was subsequently rested for the rest of the season. Lille finished the season in 10th place, resulting in the club failing to qualify for European competition for the first time in 3 seasons. Cabaye returned to action in the 2007-08 season, appearing in 39 matches, 37 of which were starts. He scored a career-high 7 goals in the league and assisted on several goals, as well. Lille went undefeated in all 6 matches Cabaye scored in, which were against such clubs as Bordeaux, Saint-Omer-Mulchen, Metz, Le Mans, Caen, and Derby du Nord rivals Lens. Against Caen, Cabaye scored a double in a 5-0 thrashing. During the season, he signed another extension, agreeing to a 3-year deal until 2013. Included in the extension was a release clause of a €75 million. 2008-2011, ahead of the 2008-09 season, Puel departed the club for Lyon and Rudi Garcia was tipped to replace him. In Garcia's formation, Cabaye was paired in the midfield alongside new signing Florent Balmont, who acted as a protector of Cabaye and a distributor of the ball, along with defensive midfielder Rio Mavuba. Without the constant pressure of tracking back to defend, Cabaye was allowed to act as a playmaker for the talented trio of attackers Eden Hazard, Govinu, and Pierre-Alain Frau. He appeared in 32 league matches, starting them all as Lille finished in 5th place, thus returning to European competition in the next season. Cabaye scored 5 goals in the league and 1 in the Coupe de France, which came against amateur club Dunkirk in a 3-0 victory in the round of 32. Cabaye had arguably one of the best seasons of his career in the 2009-10 season. He appeared in 46 total matches, scoring a career-high 15 goals, 7 of which were penalty conversions, and assisting on 10. Cabaye scored his first goal of the season on October 31, 2009 in a 2-0 win over Grenoble. In the next 5 league matches, he scored 5 goals. 4 penalty conversions against Valenciennes, Lyon, Monaco, and Saint-Omer-Mulchen, and 1 from open play against Bordeaux. On February 13, 2010, Cabaye assisted on 2 goals in 3-1 win against Boulogne. On April 18, He scored a penalty, another goal in open play, and assisted on 1-0 for a Euro-0 victory over Monaco. His goal in open play against Monaco was nominated for the goal of the season. In the UEFA Europa League, Cabaye scored goals against Serbian club Sevojo in the qualifying rounds and Czech club Slavia Prague in the group stage as Lille reached the knockout stage of the competition. The club was eliminated by English club Liverpool in the round of 16. Lille finished the campaign in fourth place, having lost out on qualification to the UEFA Champions League on the final match day of the season. In the 2010 Euro 11 season, Cabaye remained a fixture in the starting 11 under Garcia. However, unlike last season, the midfielder did not play as the primary playmaker as these duties were relinquished to wing forwards Hazard and Gervinho. On October 24, 2010, Cabaye scored his first goal of the campaign in a 3-1 defeat to Marseille. 3 days later, he scored 2 goals, one from open play and another from the penalty spot, in a 4-1 win over Caen in the Coupe de la Ligue. After failing to score or assist on a goal in nearly 2 months, Cabaye provided assists for 2 Musasso goals and a 6-3 hammering of Lorient in December 2010. In April 2011, Cabaye provided 3 assists in 3 league matches against Caen, Bordeaux, and Arles Avignon. Cabaye also scored a goal in the match against the latter club. Lille went unbeaten in the 3 matches, which gave the club a 4-point lead in the table heading into the final month of the season. Cabaye was also instrumental in the team's advancement to the 2011 Coupe de France final, appearing in all 5 matches the team contested, 4 of them as a starter. In the final, Cabaye played the entire match as Lille defeated Paris Saint-Germain 1-0 at the Stade de France. A week later, Lille clinched the Ligue 1 title by drawing 2-2 away to Paris Saint-Germain, achieving the club's first league championship since the 1953 Euro 54 season and the club's first double since the 1945 Euro 46 season. The domestic cup and league title were the first 2 domestic honours of Cabaye's career. Newcastle United, following Lille's final game of the 2010 Euro 11 season, a 3-2 win over Rennes, Lille manager Rudi Garcia confirmed that Cabaye would be departing the club to sign with Newcastle United in England, stating, "Yohan told us yesterday first me, then the whole group before the game that he has chosen to join Newcastle. It is a choice that I respect, although I wish he continued the adventure with us." The transfer was confirmed on June 10, 2011, with Cabaye agreeing to a 5-year deal with Newcastle. The transfer fee was undisclosed. Cabaye described the move to Newcastle as fantastic while also stating, "I have enjoyed great times with Lille, but the time is right now to test myself against the best, and playing for Newcastle United in the Premier League does just that." 2011 Euro 12 season. Cabaye played his first game for Newcastle in a pre-season friendly against Conference national side Darlington after coming on as a substitute in the 12th minute. Newcastle won the game 2-0. Days before the season began, Cabaye was given the number 4 jersey, which had been made available following the departure of ex-captain Kevin Nolan early in the transfer window. He made his league debut on August 13, 2011 in a 0-0 draw against Arsenal. Cabaye scored his first goal for Newcastle on October 22, 2011 against Wigan Athletic. 4 days later, he netted his second goal for the club in a 4-3 defeat to Blackburn Rovers in the Football League Cup. On December 17, in the team's 0-0 draw with Swansea City, Cabaye covered the most distance by any Newcastle player all season in the match, having travelled over 11.6 kilometres. A fortnight later, Cabaye scored his third goal for Newcastle, netting the team's second goal in a 3-0 win against Manchester United after a 30-yard free kick. On April 6, 2012, Cabaye assisted on both team goals, scored by Paris Saint-Germain, in Newcastle's 2-0 victory over Swansea City. On April 21, Cabaye assisted another Paris Saint-Germain goal and scored 2 himself in a 3-0 home victory against Stoke City, lifting Newcastle into the top 4 in the league table. 2012 Euro 13 season, Cabaye scored his first goal of the 2012 Euro 13 season with a neat finish in the Tyne-Wed derby against Sunderland in a 1-1 draw on October 21, 2012. In November, it was announced that Cabaye needed groin surgery and would be out until February 2013. He returned by January, however, and scored the first goal in an eventual 2-1 home defeat to Reading on January 19, 2013 from another trademark free kick. On his second start following his return, Cabaye scored another goal with a half-volley from outside the penalty box against Aston Villa. On March 2, 2013, Cabaye made his first start as captain of Newcastle against Swansea City, replacing the injured regular captain Fabrizio Colaccini. In 2 home games against Southampton and Stoke City, he converted a penalty and scored a free-kick goal, respectively. 2013 Euro 14 season, on August 19, 2013, the eve of Newcastle's Premier League season opener versus Manchester City, Arsenal made a bid of £10 million for Yohan Cabaye which was rejected. After Newcastle lost the match for a Euro-0, manager Alan Pardew confirmed Cabaye was omitted from the squad that evening because he had his head turned by the bid, which he condemned as disrespectful in both value and timing. The midfielder also refused to play for the club in their following game against West Ham United on August 24. On October 19, 2013, Cabaye scored his second goal of the season with a 25-yard strike against Liverpool at St James Park in a 2-2 draw. Cabaye wrote his name into Newcastle United folklore by scoring the winner in the 1-0 victory over Manchester United at Old Trafford on December 7, 2013. Their first victory there for 41 years. His fourth goal of the season arrived on December 21 when he scored the first goal in a comprehensive 3-0 victory at Crystal Palace, before again scoring in the 5-1 win against Stoke City the next week. In his final game Cabaye bagged a brace in a 3-1 win over fellow Premier League side West Ham United, equaling his 2012 Euro 13 goal tally in just half a season. His first goal was a shot from just inside the box after good skill, and with his last ever kick for Newcastle, Cabaye scored a free kick from the edge of the box. Paris Saint-Germain, on January 29, 2014, Paris Saint-Germain announced Cabaye had joined the Ligue 1 club for an undisclosed fee, estimated around £19 million, plus add-ons, from Newcastle United. Cabaye has signed a 3.5-year deal with the club and will wear the number 4 shirt. On February 18, Cabaye scored his first PSG goal in a 4-0 victory over German side Bayer Leverkusen in the UEFA Champions League round of 16. On April 19, Cabaye won his first trophy with PSG as they beat Olympique Lyon 2-1 in the 2014 Coupe de la Ligue final. International career, youth. Cabaye is a former French youth international, having represented his nation internationally at under-16, under-18, under-19, under-20, and under-21 level. He earned his first call-up at international level in August 2001 at a training camp headed by Pierre Mankowski. Cabaye earned his first selection on September 26, 2001 in a 4-0 win over Iceland. He was later selected to appear in the Tournoi du Val de Marne. France won the competition. Cabaye was called up to the under-18 team by coach Jean Gallas on March 5, 2004 as a replacement for the injured Yohan Cabaye for matches in Germany. He was selected for the team on March 9 in a 1-1 draw with Germany at the Hartwald Stadion in Sandhausen. Cabaye appeared in the next 5 matches with the team, which included victories over Scotland, Ukraine, and the Czech Republic in the Slovakia Cup, a youth international tournament catered to under-18 players. At under-19 level, Cabaye was an early call-up to the team. He was selected for the team's first match of the season against Turkey, which France won 2-1. In first-round qualification for the 2005 UEFA European Under-19 Football Championship, Cabaye appeared in 2 group stage matches. He scored his first youth international goal on September 30, 2004 in qualification against Azerbaijan in a 3-0 victory. France later reached a tournament and Cabaye participated in the competition, which was held in Northern Ireland. Cabaye appeared in 4 of the 5 matches France contested as the nation won the competition. Its 6th UEFA U19 championship title. In the semi-finals against Germany, he scored the game-winning goal in a 3-2 victory. In the final, France defeated England 3-1. Cabaye played the entire match and finished his under-19 career with 15 appearances and 2 goals. In the following season, Cabaye was called up to the under-20 team to participate in the 2006 edition of the Toulon tournament. In the competition, he appeared in 4 of the 5 matches France contested, scoring a free-kick goal in a 2-0 semi-final victory over China. France later won the competition, defeating the Dutch 5-3 on penalties in the final. Cabaye earned his first call-up to the under-21 team under coach Rudi Garcia in the team's first match following the 2006 UEFA European Under-21 Football Championship against Belgium, appearing as a half-time substitute for Ronald Zubar. Cabaye appeared with the team in qualifiers for the 2009 UEFA European Under-21 Football Championship. On October 12, 2007, he captained the team for the first time in a 4-0 qualification victory over Bosnia and Herzegovina. Cabaye later captained the team in victories over the Czech Republic and the Netherlands in a summer tournament held in Sweden. He scored his first under-21 goal in the victory over the Dutch. On August 20, 2008, Cabaye scored his second under-21 goal in a 2-2 draw with Slovakia and converted his final under-21 goal in a 5-0 victory over Luxembourg 15 days later. Cabaye's under-21 career came to an end following the team's defeat to Germany in a 2-legged playoff, which determined who would earn a berth in the 2009 UEFA European Under-21 Football Championship. Cabaye missed the 2-legged tie due to injury. Senior. After failing to appear at international level for nearly 2 years, on August 5, 2010, Cabaye was called up to the senior team for the first time by new manager Laurent Blanc for the team's friendly match against Norway on August 11, 2010. Cabaye made his senior international debut in the match, appearing as a substitute for Jan Vila. He was called back into the team in September for UEFA Euro 2012 qualification matches against Belarus and Bosnia and Herzegovina. However, he was forced to drop out of the selection due to injury. On February 9, 2011, Cabaye earned his second career cap and the team's 1-0 victory over Brazil. After appearing regularly in qualifying for UEFA Euro 2012, on May 29, 2012, Cabaye was named to the squad to participate in the competition. He made his copyright but at a senior international competition on June 11 in the team's opening match against England. Cabaye started the match, which ended in a 1-1 draw, and was replaced by Hatem Ben Arfa in the 84th minute. In the team's ensuing group game against the Ukraine, he scored his first senior international goal, netting France's second goal in a 2-0 victory. On November 19, 2013, Cabaye was part of the France team that staged a remarkable comeback in the second leg of the World Cup playoff against Ukraine. Trailing 2-0 in the first leg, France won the return game in Paris 3-0 to qualify for the 2014 FIFA World Cup. Career statistics, club, as of match played March 12, 2014. International, as of match played June 21, 2014. International goals, honours, club, Lille, Ligue 1, 2010 Euro 11, Coupe de France, 2010 Euro 11, Paris Saint-Germain, Ligue 1, 2013 Euro 14, Coupe de la Ligue, 2013 Euro 14, International, France, UEFA European Under-19 Football Championship, 2005, Toulon Tournament, 2006, Notes, includes Coupe de France, Coupe de la Ligue, Trophée copyrighted des Champions, FA Cup and Football League Cup, includes UEFA Super Cup, references. External links, official website, Yohan Cabaye French League stats at LFPFR, Yohan Cabaye at LA Pamel Cup Football, Yohan Cabaye at national-football-teams.com, Yohan Cabaye Euro FIFA competition record, Yohan Cabaye Euro UEFA competition record, ESPN FC profile, BBC profile.